The most annoying thing about getting to an advanced level of English is realising native people can't speak it. A problem that comes up a lot for my more advanced students is that they have learned a rule that they know to be true, and then they might watch something in English on TV or watch a movie or even hear a native speaker if they are travelling or around English speakers break that rule. So here are 10 very common mistakes in English by native speakers. Number 1, double negatives.
I'm not saying she ain't never not done nothing or nothing.
I always hear people speak in double negatives. I can't go to the cinema, I haven't got no money. I haven't got no money. Great, that means you must have lots of money, because if no money is what you have not got, lots of money is what you must have. This is quite annoying, and I don't think more well-spoken British people say it. So listen out for it, but don't feel like you need to copy to sound more like a natural speaker of English. It's just annoying. Número 2. Using I was when we should use I were. I must admit I've been guilty of this in my natural speaking. When I've watched some of my videos back, I've realised I haven't used the right term. I think because it is just something we naturally say quite quickly. For example, if we're talking about a hypothetical situation, so a situation that is not real, we should say I were. If I were you, I would leave your job. It sounds like you're not very happy. If I were you, I would subscribe to charliesenglishchannel.com. You might often hear native speakers say, if I was you, I would do this. It should be, if I were you. We do still say I was if we're talking about a true fact in the past. For example, I was unhappy with my English level, so I started practicing more and more. Number 3, using the word of when they mean have. I both hear this and see it written down. It's more understandable when we hear it because, again, native English speakers tend to speak fast and we contract a lot of words. So the contraction of could have can sound like could of. I was so hungry I could have eaten a horse. Could have. Really, if it's written down, it should be written as the contraction, but native English speakers have misheard this and believe it is could of, which makes no sense. Don't do that. Number 4, using been instead of being. To have been is to have done or felt something in the past. I am being is a state which I presently am, but I often hear and see native speakers, including my friends, God love them, use been when they're talking about something they think or feel now. For example, I'm being lazy and staying in my pyjamas today. I'm being lazy and staying in my pyjamas today. Number 5, confusing your yours and yours.
And by the way, Y-O-U''RE means you are. Y-O-U-R means you're.
Obviously this is just a written mistake because they do sound the same, but I often see people on social media use the wrong your. On social media is a place where people feel they can talk to people how they wouldn't naturally really speak to them face to face. So people often accuse people of things. You're being stupid. I'm always tempted to say, what? Your what is being stupid? Is your cat being stupid? Is your hair being stupid? It should be you're for you are, not something that belongs to someone. Similarly is number 6, people confusing their theirs and theirs. Again, we say them all the same, so people get confused regularly on which one they should write. I think the most common one you see is there, as in a place. This one you see being used to say their house is nice, but the house belongs to them. It should be this there. And again, you don't often see people correctly write down the contraction. They are. They're a really nice couple. Where? There? Where? Where are the really nice couple? It should be they are. There. Number 7 is quiet and quite. It's an understandable mistake because all you need to do is switch 2 letters around. But I have seen people write, for example, they have been quiet, unlucky for some time. They've been quiet? They mean quite. They've maybe had little pieces of bad luck for some time. Number 8, definitely and defiantly. I often see people say they will defiantly go to that concert. They love that band. They will defiantly go. They mean definitely. It is certain that they will go. Number 9, and I've mentioned this one in my video, which I will link, about what not to say if you are trying to go dating in English, because I see it on dating sites a lot, is people saying how's you. They're contracting how and is, but we would never make the question how is you today. You could say how is your dog, how is something that belongs to you, but when we're asking about you we say how are you, and you can contract that to how are you. You can spell it as the contraction, so I don't know why it's then contracted to how's, because it makes no sense. Finally, number 10 is the difference between can I and may I. Technically, if we are asking permission to do something, we're meant to say may I. For example, children at school are taught, may I go to the toilet please? Or to the bathroom or to the washroom, depending if you're from Britain, America or Canada. But often people say can I, which is asking technically if they are physically capable of doing something. So sometimes teachers can be a bit sarcastic. If a child says, can I go to the toilet? They might say, I don't know, you tell me, can you? Can you go to the toilet yet? It's such a common mistake, I don't think it's really necessary to worry about. If you asked, can I have the Sunday dinner? No one's going to say, do you mean may I? But traditionally, may I is the correct word to use. That's it. They are my 10 common mistakes of native English speakers. Have you ever heard a native speaker say something in a way you don't understand? A way that makes you think, is that right? Are they speaking the same English that I have learned? Pop a comment below and I will see if I can answer your question in the next video. Thank you for watching. If you found this useful, please do like and subscribe. It would be really helpful. And if you want more regular bite-sized English tips, please follow me on Charlie's_English_channel on Instagram. I hope to see you there and speak to you soon.